You are safe here. Take a slow breath with me. If you have felt uncertain, shy, or afraid of making a mistake, you are not alone. You deserve a way to understand closeness without pressure, without guessing, and without fear. Tonight, we will move gently. We will look for simple signs of comfort and care that may mean she is ready to share a deeper moment with you. We will honor her feelings, your feelings, and the pace that protects both hearts. If this kind and careful space helps you feel steadier, I invite you to support it softly. A like or a share is welcome, and your presence means a lot. Subscribe to the channel, because we might never meet again, and for more amazing videos, make sure to open the channel, explore, and enjoy. Thank you for listening with patience and respect. Readiness for intimacy begins with emotional safety. Notice how the room feels when you are together. Do the shoulders relax, the voices soften, the stories become more honest. She may linger after the last joke, not rushing to the door, because being near you feels peaceful. She might remember the small details you shared last week, and she brings them back like warm stones from a river, proof that your words mattered. Maybe she shares something tender from her day, not looking for answers, only care. She checks in on you, too. How did that meeting really feel? Did the call leave you heavy inside? When two people feel safe, they do not act perfect. They act real. If you notice this steady ease, speak from the center of your chest. You can say, "I feel calm with you. I want our time to move at a pace that feels good for both of us." These simple words make a quiet home for deeper closeness. Pay attention to the invitations that shape the evening. She may guide the setting toward privacy and comfort. She dims the light a little. She chooses music that slows the breath. She sets a clean glass of water beside you without making a show of it. She places a blanket across both your knees and smiles as if to say, "I want you warm here." She suggests staying in instead of going out, not to isolate, but to create a calm, uninterrupted space. These are not promises, they are pathways. Notice, too, how phones go quiet and attention returns to the moment. People who feel ready for closeness often protect the time they are in. The room stops being a hallway to somewhere else and becomes the place you both want to be. You can support this by asking gentle questions. Does this feel comfortable for you? Would you like to watch something slow or talk a little more? Let the evening breathe. Let comfort lead. Touch is a language, but only when it is mutual and welcome. Readiness often shows up in small, considerate touch that returns and deepens without pulling or pushing. She may move closer on the couch, resting her shoulder near yours. She may reach for your hand and keep it, not absent-minded, but steady. A hug might last a little longer, and when you begin to step back, she stays close for one more soft second. Look for the signs of ease, slower breathing, a softening jaw, eyes that look at you gently, not impatiently. If you sense a door opening, match her pace with care. You might say, I like being close like this. Is this comfortable for you? Give space for a clear answer. True closeness is not afraid of clear words. If she leans in again, if she returns to touch after moving away to refill a cup or check the stove, that return is a quiet yes to the feeling of being near you. If she shifts, tenses, or grows quiet, that is not a test. It is a gift of honest feedback. Slow down. Offer space. Kindness now is kindness remembered. Listen for words that join hearts and choices. Readiness often becomes clear when feeling meets language. She may say, I feel close to you tonight. I want to be more intimate if that feels good for you. She may ask about what helps you feel safe, what pace feels right, and what you need to feel cared for. These questions are doors she is opening from the inside. If you feel the same, answer with honesty and patience. You might say, I feel close to you too. I would like to be intimate tonight, and I want us to keep checking in so we both feel good and safe. Enthusiastic agreement is not loud. It is clear, calm, steady. It sounds like two people choosing each other without rushing, without pressure, and with full freedom to pause at any time. You can check the ground under your feet with a simple sentence. Do we both feel happy and calm about moving forward? If the answer is not yet, you have not failed. You have protected trust. If the answer is yes, you have met each other in the open and built something real. Care is not only before a decision, care is during and after. Readiness tonight includes the promise to treat the whole evening with gentleness. Prepare a safe, private space where interruptions are unlikely. Keep soft light, comfortable temperature, and water or tea nearby. Move slowly. Check in more than you think you need to. What do you need right now? Is this pace okay for you? Would you like a moment? These questions may seem small, but they carry both of you across a river without getting wet. After intimacy, stay present. The after is part of the whole. You can breathe together. You can hold each other if that feels welcome. You can laugh softly, or stay quiet, or speak a little about what felt good emotionally, what felt safe, and what you might want to repeat or change next time. Plan for a gentle closing to the night. How each of you will rest well. How you will get home safely if you are not at home, and when you will check in again. Being cared for after is how many people decide they feel safe to be close again later. We are halfway through our time, and I want to invite a small act of kindness. If this calm guidance is helpful, consider leaving a thoughtful comment, sharing this with someone who needs steady words, or subscribing if it feels right to you. Your respectful voice helps other adults feel less alone and more confident in caring ways. Let us look at a simple evening as an example. You prepare a light, easy dinner. You both choose music that settles the room. While stirring the pot, she steps beside you and rests a hand on your back for a moment, then smiles and stays. Later, on the couch, she sits close and tucks the blanket around both of you. You ask if she is comfortable. She says yes and rests her head on your shoulder. The movie plays softly. During the credits, you turn to face her and say, "I feel close to you. If you want to be more intimate tonight, I would like that, and I want us to go gently and keep checking in." She listens and says, "I want that too. Thank you for moving slowly with me." You both exhale. There is no performance. There is presence. What follows is your shared pace, with small pauses, small questions, and small yeses that keep the trust alive. Here is another picture from a different kind of night. You walk in the evening air, and the city feels quieter than usual. She reaches for your hand without looking down, as though your hand lives in hers. You talk about the week, about the moments that weighed on you, and the moments that lifted you. At the crosswalk, she squeezes your hand twice. A gentle code that says, "I am here." She suggests going back to her place for tea. There, the lights are warm. She takes your coat. She brings you your favorite tea without asking. The world shrinks to 2 chairs and 2 cups. When you move closer, she does not move away. When you ask, "Are you comfortable?" she nods and moves nearer still. It is not the words only. It is not the touch only. It is the mix. A steady body, a calm voice, a shared rhythm that does not need to prove anything. Readiness can also shift within a single evening, and that is part of being human. Maybe she begins the night leaning into closeness, and later she grows tired or overwhelmed. This is not a door slamming. It is a body asking for care. Meet it with grace. You could say, "Thank you for being honest. Let us slow down and rest." Your gentleness at that moment may be the reason trust grows deeper next time. Remember, intimacy is not a race. It is a language you build over time, with pauses, laughter, simple meals, and soft questions that never punish honesty. If you feel confused, choose curiosity over assumption. You might ask, what would help you feel most comfortable right now? Or, would you like more closeness tonight? Or would you prefer to rest and keep talking? These questions are lights left on for each other. They help both of you find the doorway without stumbling. If her answer is yes, you proceed with care. If her answer is not tonight, you have learned something valuable. That you can carry affection without turning it into a demand. This is where many people learn they can trust you with their heart. There are quiet signs that many people miss because they look for dramatic ones. The neatness of the room that was quickly but thoughtfully made. The music chosen to help you relax. The phone turned over and placed away from reach. The way she checks the window to be sure the world feels far enough. The simple words, "Do you prefer this side of the couch or that one?" The question, "Are you warm enough?" These are not chores. They are care. When care circles you both, closeness often follows. Let us gather a few guiding truths to protect the hearts in the room. Consent is not a single question. It is a living conversation. You check in, you listen, you adjust it. Enthusiasm speaks softly but clearly. It sounds like a steady yes, not a forced okay. Pressure is the enemy of intimacy. Patience is its friend. Privacy supports tenderness. Discretion safeguards trust. And after everything, affection that stays is the best measure of whether the moment was right. If both of you feel peaceful afterward, you did well together. I want to leave you with a warm insight. Real readiness is not a test you have to pass or a moment you have to manufacture. It is something you co-create by being calm, being kind, and being honest. When she feels safe, respected, and truly seen, you will notice the way she moves a little closer, speaks a little softer, and chooses to stay a little longer. When you respond with patience and clear care, the evening becomes a place where two people can meet without fear. That is the sign you are looking for. Not drama, not performance, but the quiet confidence of two hearts saying yes at the same time. Thank you for sharing this gentle time with me. I hope you leave feeling calm, accepted, and supported in finding the right pace for you and for the person you care about. If this helped, I invite you to stay connected so we can keep learning with kindness. If you wish, share this with someone who needs steady guidance and subscribe if it feels right. Leave a thoughtful comment to help another adult feel less alone. We will keep moving slowly, with respect, with patience, and with care for every heart involved.